Are you serious? Are you serious? I told you, look out. The stock market, the euro, the value of the euro in Europe just fell. It's falling. It's free falling. I told you. You can kiss France goodbye. The French have been fried. The victory, the people. See, this shows you the people. Where these global elitists are leading the people into a disaster, into a new world order, into a collapsing of their economy with their super socialistic views. Well, it didn't take long. So Le Pen is defeated, and the win goes to Macron. Okay, Macron. And what does the market do the first day after his impressive victory in the streets? The euro's value is free falling. That's right. Macron's win shifts the focus to the economy. And here's what's going on. The European stocks and the euro pulled back, started slipping immediately this morning from the heights touched after the pro-European centrist Emmanuel Macron's emphatic but well-flagged victory in France's presidential election as investors' focus shifted from politics to monetary policies. Yeah, it's all cool, man. Yeah, everything's going to be free, dude. More wine, more cheese, early retirement. Who's going to pay for it? Not the British, because the British have already pulled out of the European Union. You're going to go, who are you going to get the money from? The Germans? They're tired of working 10 and 12-hour shifts with higher taxes and living in cramped corners. They're sick of packing all the overtime while the French retired age 50, sipping on wine and eating cheese. Are you serious? So, and oh, by the way, you can look for Wall Street, and already Wall Street has already taken a dip immediately out of the blocks. I'm going to check right now to see what it is at this exact moment. So just give me a moment. I'm doing this. I'm going to just do this an analyzation live while we go. But I'm telling you, this is what I'm talking about right now. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I should have had that ready. But we'll get it, okay? Because it's happening so fast. This is what happens a lot of times. It happens so fast. And next thing you know, they got a problem. All right, yep, the Dow is down. Already down right out of the blocks, 15 points, but falling. Now 17 points down. Falling. And it's going to happen today because of what's happening now. The stock market in America will not take as big a hit as the European markets will. And the euro, the value of the euro in trouble, falling immediately. Global stocks, there you see it. The Crusader Journal's got a great article on it. The global stocks and the euro fall as Macron's win shifts the focus on the economy. And when you focus on the economy, you say, wait a minute, all this stuff this guy's talking, none of this works. This super socialism, this globalization doesn't help the European Union. France, if it doesn't help the euro. France, a lot of people say, well, if Le Pen wins, it's really going to hurt EU. It wouldn't have. It wouldn't have. Her total different approach to the economic spending would have strengthened the euro as long as France stayed in the euro. They could have got out of the EU and stayed with the euro currency, and that's what she was going to do, which would have strengthened the euro. But no, it's going to take a fall. And Wall Street looked set to open modestly lower today, and it's just now opening, including those on the S&P 500. They're all down. The S&P is down right now, and so is the NASDAQ, and so is the Dow. They're all three down right now. They're all three down and falling. They won't fall as far as European stocks, but the biggest question is how low will the value of the euro go? And does that affect the dollar ultimately in a positive way or a negative way? We still don't know for sure. Depends how much U.S. companies, how much money do they have tied up in the euro? So, I mean, the global markets. So you might say it doesn't make a difference. Look, Donald Trump won the election over here in America, and the stock market has broken records. I mean, just off the charts, record after record after record, just incredible. When he brought out his, why? Because he's a fiscal conservative and that he's involved with strength. And then he wrote out his tax plan. It's not even passed yet. Just his plan brought immediate stimulation and growth. The unemployment just hit the lowest, the lowest numbers we've had in 30 years last month. And the economic growth is already beginning to be stimulated. And the president's only been in office, 110 days? And so it makes a difference. Elections have consequences, good or bad. In America, it's a positive thing as far as economically, as our economics are concerned. But in Europe, in France, with this election of Macron will affect the euro's value and the European stock markets. Okay, now here's a report by The Guardian just came out. Stock markets slip. They slip back and the euro dips despite France rejecting Le Pen. Yeah, they would have went up if they would have voted for Le Pen. Because they know this guy, they know what this guy's about. He's a former economic advisor. They know what his philosophy is. They know he's a global elitist and he is not going to help their economy. He's a super socialist. He's a young Bernie Sanders. Are you serious? Could you imagine if Hillary had won the election and this guy? Oh, man. And if the British hadn't have Brexit, it's over. The New World Order would already be. They'd be talking Illuminati. They'd be having meetings on a one world currency to save the world. The black horseman of the apocalypse is galloping. The world is headed. Look, I told you the beast is sharpening its teeth. They thought it was going to walk in easily, and then they found out that's not going to happen. So now the beast is sharpening its teeth. It's getting ugly. We're right out of the pages of the Bible. This is a prophecy alert. If the pair of balances that's in her hand, okay, Revelation 6, the black horseman come riding with a pair of balances in his hand. Are you saved? Give your life to Jesus Christ. Don't miss today's live broadcast. Starts at 12 noon Eastern. We're going to cover all this stuff. We got to. Looks like we're going to have to go right to Revelation 6 and the black horsemen of the apocalypse. Maybe all four horsemen of the apocalypse.